welcome back and thank you for joining us today. If you would, please like and share this video if you find it helpful. Today we're going to be talking about a book that we read and doing a book review. And the book is called Let the Little Children Come. So Let the Little Children Come is written by Scott
Aniol.
And so he wrote this book on basically from what Jesus said in Mark, let the little children come. And sometimes, we see that kids are not staying involved in church. They're not learning to worship with the corporate worship that adults do. And so his book is a very practical, but warm read, I would say, easy read to be able to deal with this topic of children having their own church service, kids' church, versus being involved in the main worship service with adults.
He talks about how we've catered to children in their church service and we dumb it down kind of for them. And then in their teen years, we do all the youth stuff and we kind of make it fun. And then all of a sudden, one day we want our kids to know how to worship God like an adult without any example, basically. And so this book really breaks it down into why it's important that we, from an early age, even when our kids maybe don't fully understand everything that's going on, how to worship as an adult and basically how God commands us all to worship, whether we're 5 or 55.
And I think we're thinking of this because now we have a baby who's going to be growing up, and we know that, God draws people to himself, and as parents, we want to use the grace that God gives us to direct our children to Jesus. And so anything that we can do to be a part of God's plan, we want to do. And so we want to approach church worship from a biblical perspective, and we want to approach family worship during the week from a biblical perspective.
Right. He talks about that it starts during the week at home. It doesn't just start on Sunday mornings, that we expect our kids to be able to sit still or help them focus. Especially, infants are totally different at this stage. We know that. But it gives a lot of good resources, like super practical tips. And a lot my mom actually used for us when we were growing up.
Right.
So some were familiar. And then it also talks a little bit about people that don't have kids, how you can support us as young parents and encourage us in this season, because it is challenging. I just went to coffee with another young mom yesterday, and we were talking about we don't ever get to listen to a full sermon because normally halfway through someone's crying.
Mom life.
I only have one, but she had 2, and but it's good, and I think it doesn't mean we need to separate the kids. It just means that that's God's way of sanctifying us as moms and parents.
So one point that he made that really stuck out to me was he said that Sunday begins the day before as you prepare. So if you have children, you're going to have to start preparing for Sunday the day before on Saturday. So whether that means getting to bed in a timely manner, whether that means orchestrating your day so that the kids are ready for it, setting up your Saturday so that you have success Sunday, because a lot of parents get to Sunday morning and with no planning, it's just not
chaos,
practical.
And you're stressed.
So how many parents miss
really
church?
Good point. Yeah,
because they just haven't prepared. So preparing the day before for church.
Right. So, anyways, great resource. You can see it. We totally recommend. You can skip around. It's not like you have to read through, but it does give history. Great application, things you can implement today or this week at church. So anyways, go check it out, probably on Amazon.
Let the little children come. All right, talk to you later.